Good day, I am Naomi Tiburcio and this is PTV News Now. The White House has announced U.S. President Joe Biden's presence and participation in the G20 Summit in New Delhi, India from September 7 to 10. Biden's participation in the G20 Summit has been confirmed by the White House, which also said his arrival will be 2 days before the summit's kickoff. All leaders or heads of state belonging to the 20 wealthiest nations in the planet are expected to attend. Tops on the agenda include mitigation of the economic and social impact on the ongoing Russian war on Ukraine, the transition to cleaner and renewable energy sources, and upping capital and capacity of multilateral development banks. A total number of 9 candidates for the 2024 presidential elections from the GOP or Republican Party will take front and center stage in Milwaukee a few hours from now for the kickoff of the presidential debates. But the elephant not in the room and prohibitive favorite for the GOP nomination will be elsewhere, giving an interview to a former Fox News opinion anchor and then taking his private jet to Atlanta, Georgia to surrender himself for booking and documentation in his latest racketeering indictment. Yet former President Donald Trump will be casting a huge shadow on the debate stage in his absence by being one of the subjects or issues on stage. Stephen Herman of VOA has the full story.
When the Republican candidates appear on the debate stage inside a downtown Milwaukee arena Wednesday night, the overwhelming frontrunner, former President Donald Trump, says he will not be joining them. Only one of the expected participants, former New Jersey Governor Chris Christie, has been vociferous in criticizing Trump. Others, such as Florida Governor Ron DeSantis and former South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley, have taken a more measured approach, hoping to convince a party base that remains loyal to Trump that they can implement the former president's right-wing Make America Great Again agenda without the legal encumbrances and other controversies. Then there's Trump's former vice president, Mike Pence, who defends his ceremonial certification of the 2020 election results, which he did against Trump's wishes. He is still in the low single digits in most polls of potential 2024 Republican voters.
Referred to my hands, if they're small, something else must be small.
Even without Trump on the debate stage making his trademark outrageous comments, the conversation will be largely about him, including the more than 90 felony charges the former president faces for alleged crimes committed before, during, and after his presidency, predicts University of Mary Washington political science professor Stephen Farnsworth.
It creates a very, very difficult environment for the other Republicans because they have their own ideas for what they want to do with respect to key issues like the economy or Ukraine or immigration, but that doesn't mean they'll have much of a chance to talk about it. They'll be asked about Donald Trump.
The debate will not be very consequential for Trump. He will still be the frontrunner regardless of what happens. But for the others, there could be a viral moment, good or bad, that significantly changes their polling numbers, notes American University School of International Service Provost Associate Professor Jordan Tama.
We've seen from debates in past election seasons that candidates sometimes have a moment in a debate that ends up disqualifying them because they look bad. We've also seen moments in past debates where candidates have said something that got a lot of attention for them in a positive way and gave them a huge boost.
Each candidate on Wednesday evening will be hoping their performance propels them to an encore here when the Republican Party convenes in the city to select its general election nominee in July of next year. Steve Herman, VOA News, Milwaukee.
Let's turn to Eddie Carto with a breaking event in Cordillera.
Nimbag Arabi, Pilipinas. Pormalan aniluka at may kasangapulo at walo ay US-led Pacific Partnership. Iti San Fernando City, La Union. Daytoy tikadakkelan ay humanitarian assistance and disaster relief preparedness mission ti Indo-Pacific. Nasurok ka sa ngaribo ay uniformed personnel ti makipasir iti daytoy a partnership. Ag-focus ti humanitarian assistance and disaster relief preparedness iti talo a primary trainings. The mountain search and rescue, urban search and rescue, and water search and rescue. Nalosmat ti panagyaman ni San Fernando City Mayor, iti panakapili ti syudad at pakasayangkatan ti partnership.
see San Fernando has definitely taken us in. We feel very welcomed here. And what we see over the next 10 days, what would happen here is along those 4 lines of effort, whether it's engineering, medical, humanitarian assistance.
Marami kaming matututunan sa kanila. And of course, maraming yung knowledge nila, yung expertise nila. This will surely empower yung mga kasama natin dito sa San Fernando, yung mga constituents natin, as well as yung mga kasama natin ninilbihan dito sa San Fernando.
Iti dadumapay damag talo tinadangran, iti aksidente iti kalsada iti M. Rojas Road, Baguio City, itay agsapa. Makita iti dashcam video ti kalaat a paragatras ti 10-wheeler truck aging nga natumba ken natumpakan ti talo a pribado alugan ken may sa taxi. Nakalugan iti may sa natumpakan alugan dagiti turista manipod Mabalacat, Pampanga ngagbakasyon kuma iti syudad ti Baguio. Sigon iti painante ti truck ang naglaon iti chikandang nabitin ti truck a sumangsangat iti kalsada. In kagumanmat kano ti driver nga ilisi ti truck ngam nagtuloy-tuloy ang nagatras. Awan mati nakaro ang nadangran iti aksidente ngam talo ti nagsagrap iti minor injury. Inimbestigaran digiti otoridad tinapasamak nga maatap nga overloaded ti truck.
10-wheeler truck umakyat papuntang teachers camp, tapos nabitin yung dahil loaded, nabitin yung sasakyan, umatras, hindi siguro na kaya ng preno at saka dahil umatras, nadaganan yung 4 na sasakyan. Pagkatapos yung mga victim, may 3 victim na injured, luckily, according sa mga nag-responding CDRRMO, hindi sila masyadong na-injured. Okay.
Dagita dinamdamag manipod iti PTV Kodalyera siyak ni Eddie Carta. Naimbag Arabi, kada kayo amin.
Thank you, Eddie Carta. This is Naomi Tiburcio. Stay informed, be aware, get ahead, be of use. Get the news right here.